Most of the time, I am a pretty happy person. But I also know that my mood shifts quickly, and I can all of a sudden feel frustrated or depressed even though nothing major has happened. I've become so much busier these last years with work and school. I think I was starting to get burnt out and feel trapped in the hustle of the day-to-day. One of my goals for myself this year is to be more mindful, and one of the ways I want to achieve this is to get to know myself better. Having to shift our minds from negativity to positivity doesn't always come naturally. So this year, I've adopted these tiny little changes in my life that have helped me feel calmer and happier. The first thing we should do to get to know ourselves better is to take a moment and check in with ourselves. It's okay to acknowledge the feelings of sadness or anger. One thing for certain is we won't always feel that way, and those feelings will come and go. It doesn't always have to make sense, and it's absolutely okay to say to yourself, I'm feeling depressed, and that is okay because I make peace with that feeling. One thing this has done is to allow me to express myself in a positive way instead of projecting it onto another person. After I started checking in with myself, I find that my communication with myself and those around me got better as well. My childhood was probably one of the happiest time of my life. I grew up watching Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service, and those stories have shaped who I am today in a major way. As I got older, I felt like I lost that part of myself, and that part of me is always trying to find her way back. I think that's why reminiscing is so bittersweet. Recently, I found a genre of lo-fi that's all based on the Ghibli studio movies. Finding that was like finding a lost treasure. Listening to those songs and then rewatching those movies, it takes me back to the happy times when I was a kid playing with my cousin, and I finally feel like I've found myself again. Last year, my boyfriend and I took the plunge and bought a townhouse. And while there is now 2 more rooms for us to decorate, it was also frustrating trying to fill up so much space so quickly. There is always a part of me that likes the idea of interior design, but don't really want to waste money buying things that are not important or practical, especially with student loans and mortgage to think about. So now, when I purchase decor for the home, it has to be special. Even more, it has to bring me joy. Most of the time, I have a clear idea of what I want my home to feel like. And that is taken straight out of the Danish living style hygge, which is essentially a quality of coziness and comfort. That idea, to me, means collecting items that contain a memory or just makes me feel cozy in general. I also like using wood and glass as part of my decorating theme, and if a metal is involved, it's most likely black. I think simple, organic materials are my favorite to decorate with. If I have to pick a color, it would be earthy or natural. I can always add color using throw pillows or tableware. I also have this red vintage radio, which I love to play songs with. I bought it on my last trip to Taiwan, and so every time I look at it, it reminds me of Taiwan. And it's like that a lot with items in my home. So everywhere I look, my house is filled with things that bring me joy all the time. One of the most important person in my life is my mom. Our relationship didn't really take off until I got much older and living on my own. In fact, I think I used to be pretty immature and not want to spend any time with her. But now I love any chance I get with my mom. I think it's because we don't have as much time as before. I've also had the habit to call my mom after work, and it used to be quite a frustrating experience for the both of us, since I can't really explain my work to her and she doesn't understand. Since then, I've changed the way I communicate with her. Instead of talking about my work, we just focus on our feelings for the day and things that are happening to other members of the family. I find that by doing that, I am much happier and I feel connected to my family and to what's happening. But now I am much better at shifting away those negative thoughts and emotions. Although there is still a lot of work to be done, but I'm okay with that. I hope this video has brought you some inspiration or joy, or even just some entertainment at the least. We are all on our journey, and I hope that my mental health journey will help your journey in some way. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.